Hi, friends. This is Wednesday when I'm doing this live. Wednesday, March the 20th. Something huge happened yesterday with my business. I haven't even had a chance to look, but I know we probably added at least a dozen new associates to our team. Our team volume on this new product that our associates were able to pre order yesterday went up within a 24-hour period by more than 14,000. 14,000 additional in group volume. Now, what does that mean? It means that we have now officially launched the second most viral product that we have seen since I've been with Trinot in June of 2022. It's pretty phenomenal. Last fall, in October of 2022, we launched what we call Transform. Now, Transform was very much and is very much focused on glucose management. So, as a type 2 diabetic, anytime you say the word glucose or sugar, my ears perk up. Probably most people that have any form of diabetes is the same. So, with Transform, what it does is it takes the sugar or glucose that you're eating and inside of your gut, it converts it to fiber. How many of you think we need more fiber? We all need more fiber. All right. So, because it's doing that, it is also changing the amount of calories that we consume. So it's doing a couple of things. It's helping manage our glucose levels so we're not having huge spikes. When you have huge spikes, that is really not good for your health. The more often that you're spiking, the harder the rest of your organs are having to work. Your liver, your kidney, your pancreas. Now, let me take a quick break and let you know I didn't know any of this until last fall. And then I continue to hear things. I continue to research outside of what my company tells me. I actually am doing my own research. Anybody using Chat GPT? Oh my gosh, AI helps me find things so much faster. So, by managing our glucose levels, we are living a healthier life. Even when I took my bottle of Transform, and it's a supplement, I should have probably had it here. Yes, I do. I do. When I took my bottle of Transform to show my endocrinologist, now my endocrinologist is the specialty doctor that I go to see when I'm talking about specifically my diabetes diagnosis. When I went and talked to him about this specific supplement, now this is an all plant supplement, he's like, yeah, from what I can see in these ingredients and what I know about these ingredients, you're going to need to test your blood sugar levels pretty consistently because we most likely will have to pull you off of some of the medications that we have you on to manage your diabetes. Like, thanks, doctor. I mean, I like you, but I'd rather not be on any pharmaceutical meds to manage my diabetes. I'd rather get it under control healthfully with plants. So that's what Transform is doing for so many people. We actually sold out within our first 90 minutes back in October. Then comes part 2. Now this is not the part 2. I am not a beta tester for it, but I'm going to be a beta tester for it. But the new product is called Activate. So Transform and Activate. With the Activate, it is a drink mixture that you pour into water and you'll drink it 1 up to 2 times per day. I'm still getting all of the information as it's coming out, but we are currently in pre-launch only for associates. And it starts shipping to us next week. We're going to have a much larger training with more in-depth understanding and science behind it on the 26th, which I believe is next Tuesday, March 26th. So I'll have more information, but I know a few things that it has in it. It has blood orange, it has L-arginine, it has hibiscus. All of those things are going to help with our metabolic health. Now, there's been a popular weight loss drug that was not actually created for weight loss. And there have been so many people in Hollywood and probably in your neighborhood that have been using a GLP-1 pharmaceutical. Some of them start with an O, some of them start with an M, and those are helping them with their GLP-1. Now, those medications were actually created to help with people with diabetes. But so many people saw them losing weight pretty quickly that lots of other people hopped on board. It is a billion-dollar industry in the pharmaceutical land. In 2024, it's probably going to be the biggest prescribed and over-the-counter medication that the world has ever seen. Now, like every other single pharmaceutical out there, if you sit down and you're at your doctor's office, you open up the magazine, you watch the ads on the television set, there's a lot of tiny, teeny, tiny, 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 tiny fine print. At 56 years old, one, I can't read it. Two, it's too small. And three, it's just too fast, right? So I don't read it. But if I am reading it in a magazine, there's pages and pages and pages and pages of things that these pharmaceuticals could do to you, right? Have you ever looked at those? You could have a headache. You could have nausea. You could have explosive diarrhea. Did I just say that? I did. You could have all sorts of things, and it gets crazy. But I think every pharmaceutical probably also says at some point you could die. You could die. Now, I have a relative, hi mom, who had issues with a pharmaceutical. While it fixed one thing, it created a whole other issue. Pharmaceuticals do that because they're synthetic. They're trying to help solve a problem, but oftentimes they actually cause a new problem. With plants, plants don't harm us. Plants are what God created on this earth to help us. We've strayed away from that a little bit. So with our plant-based supplements, we're going to now help people with not only their glucose management, but also with their metabolic health. And if you have not paid attention to the term metabolic health, Google it, look it up, or on DuckDuckGo if you're not a Google person. So our metabolic health is going to focus on 5 different things. It's going to focus on our waist circumference. Most people completely attribute that to weight, right? It's actually body composition. And a lot of times our waist circumference is our visceral fat. And that's the fat that people have the hardest time losing. So there is a plant in our Transform called Grains of Paradise that will help target visceral fat. And then with our metabolic health, with our new Activate, it is also going to focus on that. The other things that focus in on your metabolic health are your cholesterol, your triglycerides. It also helps with keeping your brain healthy, your neurological functions. And if your metabolic health is off, you could have issues with cardiovascular health. You could have your health be more prone to stroke. That's really important for women, especially at my age. I think that's one of the most silent killers for women, is that we're not necessarily paying attention to our body. So if you want to continue to learn more about this, if you think you might want to test this out with me before it launches to the general public in May, drop me a line. Put a thumbs up in the comments. Put a thumbs up in this video and say, hey, Kim, I'm interested. Will you tell me more? Will you add me to your list? I'd like to try this as soon as I can. I would love to help you get started. Not only is it going to help you with your health, but the people around you. And I guarantee you, you know people that probably could use one, if not both of these new products. And that's where it all starts. That's why I joined Trinot, is to help people lead healthier lives. I've left my corporate job and this is my full-time job because I'm so excited about how we are helping people and how many hundreds of millions of people that we can help. So come join me, drop me a line, shoot me a message. I would love to talk to you more about this. and your health and getting your health and your friends and family's health under control. We'll see you soon.